Tidbits. Tidbits. Tidbits, tidbits. Tidbits.
Good day, one and all. This is me back after a little hiatus over the holidays. Lovely. But yeah, I've just come out in the field. The astute listener amongst you can probably hear the welcome chafe of a backpack on my back. Hopefully the mic's not picking that up too much, but it is really annoying. But yeah, back in the field now, and what to say today? So welcome aboard. Yeah, soon we won't have to hear the word Eve for a while. That's always does very well at this time of year, doesn't it? Like everyone going around. Is it Christmas Eve today? No, it's Christmas Eve. Oh. Like, if you're referring to, like, what's today? 29th of December. If you call today New Year's Eve, then I think you need to just go and have a long look out to the horizon. Think about, what's gone wrong in your life and all the things that have led you up to this point, and how have you become a New Year's Eve person. Yeah, stop that. But yeah, it's quite nice today. I'm in freezing my little nays off, but oh dear. No, I started out quite aggressive. Might have to sort of start over. Right, mate. But yeah, no, welcome to the part of the year that we know Susie Dent from Countdown. This is what she calls the Merry-nium. That bit between Christmas and New Year where no one knows what to do with themselves. Until the bloody Conservative Party don't even know what to do between that bit between Christmas and the following bloody Christmas, do they, if you ask me? Yeah, Europe. Ah, dear, okay. Satire. But God, I think this is going to be one of those ones, isn't it? I can tell already. Sorry in advance. But our little pesky dog giving their owner some grief over there. Maybe they've found the body that matey boy there's just killed. He looked properly shifty, as do I probably in the woods. But yeah, speaking of politics, on Christmas Eve, your boy briefly became a punk. That's nice. Just dip my toes into the world of Jesus of punk. But yeah, I'm sure you saw it. But in the UK charts, there's that song "Boris Johnson is a fucking cunt." Yeah, had that song on repeat, and after about 2 hours, crunched the numbers, and that means that by that point, I'd heard the phrase "Boris Johnson is a fucking cunt" about 700 times, and just sort of fucking cunt about 3,000 times. But I was getting behind it, sticking it to the corporations, man. Like, tweeted about it, but then I thought about it for a second. You sort of have those moments outside of your body, and I was just like, "The hell am I doing?" It's Christmas Eve, and I'm just sitting here listening to this, because it's only a minute long, so it would be thousands and thousands of times. So it's just like, I've gone down a wormhole here. Like, I'm not a punk, and ultimately the punks wouldn't want me to be a punk, would they? Like, too much of a bloody square. But so yeah, I just deleted off the tweets, stepped back quietly out of the room, and that was that. Little classic Tidball manoeuvre. But I mean, don't get me wrong, I am happy to see the song got to number 5 in the UK chart. But when else are you going to see a song called "The Prime Minister is a fucking cunt" in the top 10? Like, it's fucking amazing when you think about it. But yeah, remember when when it was "Ding Dong, the Witch is Dead"? That charted when Thatcher died. Oh, that must have been like early 2013, around there. Lovely stuff. But anyway, this is going down the wrong bloody road. Well, let's get off the politics. Yeah, it's not the time of year to sort of get yourself worked up. Bloody fragile as it is in my state, my post jump rope state. But what's a nice thing to talk about? Christmas. Like, what did I do at Christmas? Okay, that's a nice thing. But yeah, this year spent it with the immediate family, just the 3 of us back in Tidball Towers, Shay Tidball. Yeah, we did a video call out to the rest of the family whilst we're having dinner, and yeah, it's really nice actually. Had a little stroll, did a quiz, bit of food. Yeah, it was just nice, like all sort of done and dusted. And then yeah, later on in the day, did another quiz with a chum that I met in New Zealand, and we kept in touch, and that was class as well. Like I teamed up with her mate Betty over another video call, and I think Betty was about 70 odd, but you know, still firing out the answers, loving life. So that was really nice. Really good quiz as well, with like links between the answers and all sorts. But yeah, I don't think she'll ever hear this, but I've got a lot to thank Sarah for. So yeah, Sarah, if you are listening, thanks for you and Marianne for taking me under your wing in New Zealand, and getting me a place at Copper Beach, and for just being all round bloody lovely people actually. But yeah, like, so they got me into a hostel that was just like a really nice kind of family vibe. Before that I was in this place that had like, it's literally a toilet in the kitchen. I'm not talking like an ensuite, or it's like nothing in between, and it's like the toilet, well, it had a little shed in between, but the toilet was about 5 foot from the oven if you took the actual sort of toilet. And then they just built a garden shed indoors just to cover it. So, you know, you could be there heating up your nuggets or whatever, and there's just someone having a shit like less than coronavirus regulations away from your pan, like, or the oven. It's so it's so grim. Like, yeah, we used to sleep in these dorm rooms. They had big kind of shutters on the door, which like you couldn't close quietly. So every single time it was like a big garage door closing. And well, no heat in there obviously, no insulation in the walls. So every night we used to just we used to put on one of those little electric camping cooker stoves, and like, well, I'm surprised the place didn't burn down. But yeah, there was no proper drains on the showers, just a sort of like, it was just a shared bit of guttering that went around the room. And like, so pretty much like someone would do their business in the sort of the shower block next to you, and you would just see their hair and whatever just whiz by like underneath you. Oh man, it's so grim. And yeah, it was pretty much on the train lines as well, this place. So like, the whole place used to rattle when the big cargo trains used to go by. God, that was grim. But tell you what, I'll dig out some pictures and put them up of that place. Like, it was beyond belief. And yeah, we're talking about a It's a place called Blenheim at the top of the South Island of New Zealand. Like if you Google Blenheim and the Marlborough Sounds, like it's a really lovely area. I mean, I know a few of you now are probably going to Google Blenheim and you'll go, oh, that looks bloody lovely, but it would just have brought you up a picture of Blenheim Palace. Like, it's not that. It's just like a little industrial town sort of thing, but in the middle of just like this beautiful area. But my God, it's a hit and miss. But yeah, essentially they got me out of this hole, and thank you Sarah and Marianne. Like Copper Beach, which was the nice hostel, like you know, those were some of the best times, not only travelling, but I'd say of my whole life actually. Like that's the best bit about being away, like something I'll never really be able to describe, but you know, as backpackers you sort of put up with sort of shitty jobs and crazy journeys and bad conditions and unemployment and bad pay if you are working, and like, but I mean all that together just sort of builds the bonds, and like, well, it means that the people you do meet and sort of bond with, you kind of make really good friends really quickly. And yeah, Blenheim, like where this place was, typically people were working on vineyards. Like that's tough going, frozen in the morning and then burning hot in the afternoon, like so grim. Or you're in the bottling factory doing 12-hour shifts, which is, you know, like whatever you're doing is sort of hard or skilled work and or just monotonous. Like I was in a bit where you would have to, because I was just wrapping plastic around the like the pallets that had the finished wine boxes in. So you do the final checks on the box and then wrap them up. So you're getting dizzy all day, and then as soon as you're done, you would have to. It took about 7 minutes per pallet, and you would have to write up. So you'd get there, and you'd go like 5:04, 5:11. Do a slow one, it'd be 5:19, and you just watch your day go by in 12-hour days in 7-minute blocks. But yeah, like, yeah, you sort of all just, well, you've all bonded. And in that bottling factory, actually, they used to give us the condemned wine. Like if well, it's not like poisonous, but if say they put wine in the wrong bottle, or accidentally wines have mixed together or anything like that, the labels are wrong or whatever, then they just give it out to the backpackers, because they obviously can't sell it. And we'd get like 2 or 3, probably average. Some weeks probably about 6 bottles of condemned wine each, and like, so you'd come back from a night shift, which would be like you'd work 5 p.m. through to 5 a.m. and you'd just come back with a big thing of dodgy wine, like end of the week, and like everyone just cracking into their free wine, and oh God, it was just the best, with the best people. And yeah, it was just what a time actually. But like, I remember as well, like, well, just because I was actually the last person on that bottling line. Like I said, like it would be it'd be really easy to smuggle messages into the boxes of the wine. So like we used to get these bits of paper that you'd put because it was obviously really loud in the warehouse, and you would give the forklift driver a bit of paper with the pallets you needed for certain things or whatever. But on those bits of paper, like we used to just write little messages and just put them in the boxes of wine. Like, I think my favourite one, I can remember I put something like help me, I'm stuck in the bottling factory, send the army, lots of love, Jack Tidball. Like, something like that. So, you know, wherever that got shipped to, someone's just opened that up, and like, someone just got, what the fuck? Like, where's this wine from? But you know, you don't care, no one's there no one's a lifer, so by the time they've found it and reported you, you're long gone. But you know, little things like that keep you sane. But God, what the hell was I on about? Oh yeah, Christmas, guys. Merry bloody Christmas. Well, that's gone, but yeah, I think my oh, it's all over the gaff. But my favourite thing, I'd say, about being at home is the way that my dad talks to the dog. Like, he talks to her talks to her like she's a proper little person. Like, sort of guy. The dog will walk in, be staring at him braggingly, be like, "No, you can't have your dinner now, Rosie." Yes, my dog's called Rosie, just in case this podcast wasn't derivative of Adam Buxton enough. I do have a dog called Rosie. But it'd be like, I've already told you now, Rose, you gutsy little bag, it's too early for your dinner. I said I'd feed you at 2:30, but it's just gone 1:45. Are you thick? She's got a concept of time. But yeah, she'd just be sitting there sort of still, blankly staring into the abyss, tongue out, tail wagging. And another thing, Rose, if I see you up on that couch again, we're going to have words. That couch costs a lot of money, Rose, and if it gets ruined, I mean, who's going to get it fixed, Rose? Not me. But I mean, she's just still sitting there like, what the fuck? Like, is this guy going to give me a biscuit or what? And like, undoubtedly 5 minutes later, walks into the lounge, she's like, "What the fuck did I just say about getting up on that fucking couch, Rose? Get down from there." In one ear and out the other with you, innit, Rosie, you cloth-eared bastard. But guys, like, he's way too easy to wind up as well. Like, I remember a little while back I decided to start saying Pacific instead of specific. But I mean, well, you've got to remember, if someone's saying Pacific, you've instead of specific, you've got to recognise that they're either thick or they're just doing it to wind you up. Like, either way, the only way forward is to roll with it. And yeah, the moment you sort of correct them, then you're the prick, aren't you? But yeah, it's, oh god, I'm going through some proper stodge here, lads. Walking through the porridge. But god damn. But yeah, it's like that everywhere, isn't it? Everyone correcting each other. Like, I remember a long while back, like this would be years ago, like me and my mate Morty used to go onto websites and just write stupid shit in the comments. Like, well, it'd be something, well, it would be like a how to cook the perfect lasagna video or recipe or whatever, and we'd just write underneath, yeah, I can't stand French food, or like, something like that. But you know, every single time, like, you could set your watch by it, like, without fail, you just get some knob typing back. They go, I think you'll find that lasagna is actually from Italy. Like, every single time. But don't know why that was so entertaining, but does that make us the first internet trolls? Because that's nothing to be proud of, is it? But well, I know I'm losing this argument, but I can't point out that you wrote 2 instead of 2, so now I think I win. Like, yeah, guys, arguments in the comments online are just the worst, aren't you? It's like, well, that's like you see in The Office, the UK Office, where they have the pub quiz and it gets decided by they change the rules so much, like, by who can throw their shoes over the pub roof. Like, by that point, you've made your own rules, haven't you? Like, the argument's long done, and well, you've got nothing good to reply, so you've just resorted to correcting grammar, and at that stage, you're done. So take a lead out of my punk career and just sort of quietly back out of the room and pretend it never happened. I'm a grammar Nazi. Like, That's the worst, isn't it? Grammar Nazis. So reductive. Like, everything now is either porn or it's a Nazi. There's nothing in between. So, that's a clever way to decorate a cake. Dessert porn. Like, oh no, someone squashed the cake. Hashtag cake Nazi. Bloody, oh God. This makes me laugh. But, yeah. Oh, that's how I spent the evening of my Christmas day, actually. Cake and Nazis. I'm watching a series called World War II in Colour. Yes, I am that guy. I'm not sitting there wearing a beret or anything, but like, it is bloody good. Like, it's got the old footage remastered or whatever. The only thing is, it is a bit Britain centric, but you are going to get that. But obviously, just read between the lines. But yeah, it's bloody interesting. I'm up to the bit where the Japanese are about to invade. They're about to go out into Southeast Asia. So, no spoilers, please. I'd like to, like to enjoy it without any spoilers. But yeah, I do love a war chat. Like particularly sort of when someone in the pub, they'll pipe up and just be like, "Oh, yeah, good job, we won, or we'd all be bloody speaking German right now, wouldn't we, lads?" Yeah. I mean, firstly, let's get rid of that we. Like, we. You weren't a part of anything, like, you fucking dunce. Like, in any way. Like, even if you are related to someone that was involved, like, it's still not we, is it? You can't sort of inherit that. You don't get to inherit that. But like, that's the problem, isn't it? Like, sort of referring to other people in your country as us and we and whatever, like you're a team. But yeah, don't include yourselves in, don't give yourself credit for things that you just haven't done. And well, is thinking about it as well, like, is that the worst possible outcome you can think of that scenario? Just speaking another language? Like, everything else would be exactly the same, but the only thing is you'd just be speaking German. Life would be exactly the same. But all right, okay, yeah, wrong bloody road again. Let's get off this path. But God, yeah, I remember, like, every single time I used to meet someone from Germany, I'd get them to teach me a new phrase. So, for example, now I can say, "Ich freue mich, dich kennenzulernen," which I think means something like, "How are you?" or "Nice to meet you." Or it's completely different things. It's nice to meet you. And then I had this list, so every single time I'd just reel off everything I knew, all my phrases, and then I'd kind of, well, you know, just confused and just be like, "Bleistift, Kartoffelpuffer, 21, Munchen." Oh dear. But yeah, tell you what, actually, speaking of accents, do you know what the sexiest accent in the world is? I was reading it on a website, so it's got to be true. Actually, it was Kiwi is the sexiest accent in the world. So believe that if you do. But like, "Oh, I'm in my kitchen, bro, and my dad's doing the dishes, bro." I mean, it's just almost right, isn't it? But just the vowels are all wrong. But if that's sexy, then what do I know? I'd say, I think the best accent, just going to put it out there, I'd probably go Lincolnshire. Why not? I had a couple of mates from Scunthorpe, and they sort of, you know, it was just right. Like, obviously my accent isn't right, but I think Lincolnshire around there kind of sounds like, well, that's how it should sound. But yeah, I'm beached, bro. I'm beached. Oh no. Oh, keep talking. I think I'm about to come. Just keep talking. Oh God, right. I am calling this a day. So get in touch via the email address, tidbitspod at protonmail.com to be more specific. But yeah, these are a lot easier to do when there's something to go off, so don't be shy, and yeah, do send a message, and if you get a moment spare, that'll be bloody nice. Let me know if you want to be anonymous as well. If you prefer it that way, just let me know. If you'd like to support the show, there's a link in the description for you to do so. Just go straight into the box where all the admin fees and stuff come out. And more importantly though, please recommend this to a friend. This thing actually went pretty nuts over Christmas, but now in the festive gooch, I can see that the numbers are starting to sort of drop off again. So keep it going, and please do recommend to a friend, even if they are going to listen ironically. It's all still listens, isn't it? Happy to have them aboard. But yeah, thanks for sticking with this one. I know it's been a long one, and I'll catch you next time. See ya.